This fence was about 200 feet long and hadn't been maintained in years. We battled wasps and rain delays, but we were able to get it done. We started with a full pressure wash to remove any dirt, mildew, or loose material before stain ever touched the wood. So let's get it cleaned up. If you see the large sprinkler mark on the fence in the background, there's absolutely no way to fully get rid of that. No amount of power washing is going to do it. It is what it is. A lot of homeowners want to skip this step, but the stain doesn't hide the dirt. It often locks it in. If the surface isn't clean, the final result will suffer. It's important when doing the side of the fence with the rails and pickets to leave a bit of distance between the pressure washer nozzle and the wood and make multiple softer passes to avoid leaving ugly horizontal gouges in the pickets or vertical gouges in the rails. Here Caleb has to bravely battle off a single wasp. He was able to claim victory at the end of the day. You can see how he's making multiple passes with the pressure washer nozzle about a foot away, rather than trying to blast it clean in one pass from about 8 inches, avoiding the gouges I discussed earlier. If you enjoy this kind of fence content, consider liking the video or even subscribing to the channel. I put up 2 to 3, sometimes 4 new videos a month, and it helps out a lot. As you can see, I left this one section unpower washed so you could see the difference in the before and after power washing. We're using a pecan shade of oil-based penetrating stain on this project. This stain is from Smitty's Wood Stain, a local supplier I use here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And the goal isn't to flood the wood, it's to get even coverage and let the fence absorb what it needs of the stain. Watch how the color changes behind us as we move down the line. When getting estimates for a project like this, the cost is often much more than homeowners would think. But for about $80 each, this pressure washer and this stain sprayer can both be rented. You know, if you call somewhere and they're saying $150 each, call a few more places. You can usually find a rental of each for about $80 for one day, which is plenty of time for most residential jobs, and it can save you a ton on paying labor. If you're up for it, you can avoid hiring a contractor and do it yourself and save some real money. By the time everything was finished, the fence looked completely different from where we started, and the customers were overjoyed with not only the transformation, but the value they received for the price. I'll let the results speak for themselves. This is absolutely a project that any homeowner of reasonably good health can do. The power washer and the sprayer take some education on how to use them properly, but they're very user-friendly. Here we put cardboard between the bricks so we wouldn't get any overspray on the house itself. On the other side, I had to put a ratchet strap to pull the latch panel in so I could fit a cardboard behind there.